Girl Scouts of Suffolk County presents How to Host a Virtual Troop Meeting in 5 Easy Steps for Junior and Cadet Troops. Why go virtual? Virtual troop meetings are a great way to keep girls connected in times when you can't meet in person due to health, weather, or last-minute venue cancellations. They promote inclusion for girls who may not be able to attend meetings in person at a particular time, expose your troop to technology, teaching them important skills, and showcase their talents in a new way. When thinking about hosting a virtual meeting, the first thing to do is reflect on the characteristics of your troop so you can determine what activities will transfer well to the virtual space based on their interests and needs. Who are our juniors? We know that our 4th and 5th graders are decision makers. They are social and enjoy group activities. They are aware of expectations, concerned about equity and fairness, can think abstractly and critically. They have good technology skills and have the ability to lead others. So who are our cadets? We know that our 6th and 7th graders are spending more time in peer groups. They're concerned about relationships with others their age, can work in a team and individually. They're beginning to own their unique abilities. They are familiar with technology and also have the ability to lead. It's important to remember that our girls are here to discover themselves and what they are passionate about, connect with others, and take action to make the world a better place. So what can we do virtually as a troop? Leaders will be happy to know that almost every journey, fun patch, and badge can be earned in a virtual setting. Troops can also continue to or begin working on award activities that go towards their Bronze Award or Silver Award. How do you get started on planning to go from in-person to virtual? We have 5 easy steps to show you how. That includes setting up your technology, planning your agenda, planning meeting logistics, girl, parent, and caregiver communication, and gathering your tools. Step 1. Set up technology. Choose a platform you are comfortable with, such as Zoom, Google Meet, or Microsoft Teams. Some of these have subscription requirements, and others are free for multiple users. Understanding what each platform can do is important, such as screen sharing, how you can view your participants, and muting capabilities. For junior and cadets, a chat feature may be useful. Another part of tech setup is determining what device you will use as a leader. A laptop or desktop is ideal as opposed to a tablet. Microphones and speakers are also important, and making sure you can hear and be heard. Last, you want to designate a tech lead between leaders. Which one of you will be the host who can do screen shares and troubleshoot any problems during the session, such as admitting girls into the room and muting and unmuting participants. Additional tasks related to this step are doing a tech run-through so you can see gallery and speaker views. Test sounds such as when you share music and videos, as well as other screen sharing you may want to do, like PowerPoint presentations or websites. It's best to have each girl have her own station, including your own scout if you are logging in from the same home. Lastly, review the Girl Scouts Internet Safety Pledge and Computer and Internet Safety Activity Checkpoint Guidelines, which can be found on our website to ensure you are sharing appropriate material with your troop. Step 2. Plan your agenda. Virtual meetings should be between 60 and 90 minutes long for this age group, and the priority should be to keep things moving and transitioning in the virtual space. Leaders can still follow the usual 6 parts of a troop meeting. Tech setup and arrival would include going over rules of the group and how to use the technology, followed by your opening, troop business, an engaging girl-led activity, cleanup, and closing. How do we convert an in-person activity to a virtual one and make it girl-led? Here's an example. In person, to earn an Animal Helpers badge, a guest speaker comes to a troop meeting to teach the girls about how to care for their pets. Virtually, girls who have pets each take a turn showing her pet to the troop on screen and presents information on how she cares for her animal. Additional ways to make your meeting girl-led is to appoint 2 girls as the conversation leaders, or girls to run the agenda. Conversation leaders pose questions to the troop to get things started and can facilitate the activity. The conversation leaders may also read out the chat comments, make connections, and share any new ideas the chat comments might inspire. It's important to remember to rotate chat leaders either during the meeting or at different times. Step 3. Plan meeting and logistics. There are a few things to consider when thinking about planning meeting logistics. First are materials. What supplies or special items is the troop going to need to complete their activity? Will you drop these off to their homes beforehand? Plan on how they will receive and work with these items. Meeting rules. It's best to create the same kind of experience for girls virtually and in person by continuing to abide by troop rules. So requiring them to wear their uniform and set up in a quiet place with no distractions will help them focus. Leader roles. Assign a tech person and facilitator. Each leader should know what part of the agenda he or she is doing and how the virtual space will be handled. Girl roles. Depending on your troop, you may want to determine at what point girls mute and unmute themselves to eliminate distractions and to help them focus. This also applies to having them do speaker or gallery view. You also want to make sure that every girl has an opportunity to be heard, seen, and contribute. And if any girls are leading your meetings, you want to make sure that they are prepared a few days before. And finally, parent and caregiver roles. Determine, if at all, how you want your parents or caregivers involved. Most may be needed nearby for tech support, but you can also include them in fun activities if you choose. Step 4. Girl, parent, and caregiver communication. After you decide how you need your parents, caregivers, and girls involved, be sure to send out a clear communication about their expected involvement and their roles, instructions on how to get their girl or themselves to participate, and how you will support everyone with any inquiries before or during the meeting. And finally, Step 5, gather your tools. There are some great resources to help you deliver a fun meeting right on our website at gssc.us, where we have virtual badge videos in our Girl Scouts at Home virtual program section to help you plan your activity, as well as a calendar of council-run programs to choose from. Need ideas for what your troop can have at home? Maybe they could do a cookie tasting, work on a STEM kit, or have game pieces you can distribute. Leaders can make scout packages to deliver and purchase items from our shop or outside vendors. Include some light instructions and a special note to your girl. For opening of the meetings and other activities, leaders can share images of a flag badge to do the Pledge of Allegiance and the Girl Scout Law and Promise. Some of these images can be found right on our website. Fun tools like Wheel of Names can be used as a virtual caper chart. Leaders can also use the Spotlight feature on platforms such as Zoom to pick a girl to lead activities as you would in person. Additional resources to share with your troop are virtual bingo, virtual trips such as those offered by the Bronx Zoo, song and dance videos, fitness videos, and movies and shows. Virtual meetings can also be a great way to host speakers to lead an activity. Don't forget to ask troop parents or caregivers. This may be a great way for those who usually can't get involved in person to lend their skills and talents to the troop virtually. Once you have successfully planned your first virtual meeting, remember the most important thing about the Girl Scout experience, which is to create a time for girls to connect, grow, and have fun. Have questions? Contact us at training@gssc.us or 631-543-6622.